Okay, hi. Sorry the video is late. I had things to do. So let's take care. So the first file was a simple file. It'll get harder as the days progress. So anyways, but it still gives you a little practice on basics. And let's see if I can get my pencil here on the right side. You know, I have a friend who watched these videos. He says, I couldn't be more boring. Gee, wonder what you guys think. Well, don't tell me. Number one. He actually says he puts a video when he wants to go to sleep. Nice, huh? Alright, number one. 8,478 plus 512. Do I really have to do these ones? Okay, 0, 8, 9, 8,920, 8,980, 2, 3,050. And again, I guess one thing we can practice here is make sure that we line up our numbers so that our place values are being subtracted or added. The same place values are being subtracted or added. Okay, 2, that's a 10, becomes a 9. This is a 15, which is going to be a 14. That's a 10. 5, 14 minus 6 is 8. 5, 9 minus 4 is 5. 2,585. 3. Actually, number 3, I'm just going to say it. 3 times 4 is 12. 8 times 7 is 56, and 6 times 9. The objective on those in number 3 was actually for you to see the 3 ways numbers can be multiplied. You can use an X, the multiplication sign. You can use a dot in the middle, and 2 parentheses separating both numbers, which means multiplication. Okay, so that was the point with number 4. Number 3, I'm sorry. 4. 64 divided by 8 is 8. 75 divided by 11 is 7. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Yeah. And then 5, 8 squared. Okay, and I'll write this down. 8 squared. 8 squared is repeated multiplication, which is 8 times 8, or 64. Okay, let's go up here. 6, complete the pattern. 45, 42, 39. Hopefully you notice it's increasing by 2, so the next number should be 30. And the next one after 27. Okay. 7, it's substituting. Okay. And it's solved for a equals 12. So first expression is a plus 15. So you're going to substitute and you get 12 plus 15, which is 27. And then the bottom one is 2 times a, or 2 times 15, which gives you 30. Number 8, circle the number that has a 7 in the hundredths place. In the hundredths place, okay, and you know the th at the end, so that means we're talking about decimals, to the right of the decimals, decimal. And the only number that has a 7 in the hundredths place is 8.07. Okay, this is the tenths, and obviously this is the hundredths, so let's circle that one. 9 is a order of operation. Okay, get to practice some of that. And let's see if I can write that down. It's 5 times 8, parentheses, plus 36 divided by 6. Alright, so very easy. Order of operation says I should do parentheses first. So in this parenthesis I have 40. In the second parenthesis I have 6, and that gives me 46. And then at the bottom here says write 2 fractions that represent the shaded part of the picture. There's 2 fractions. You can say, let's see, well, let me lower that over here. It's out of 8, so you can say 4 over 8 is shaded, or another way of saying 4 over 8 is a half. Okay, so that was the first part. Very, very easy. And again, it just gets you going. Part 2, operations, part 1. Okay. If I click on it, all right. So this was a little bit more work. Okay, but again, it gets you to practice. Find the quotient of 1,430 divided by 75. Okay, and all right. Let's be smart about this and eliminate letter A and letter D. Okay, because there's no way the answer is going to be 1,500. Okay, we're looking at about a number around, I'd say, if I estimate, I can make it 1,500 If I were to estimate, I would do actually this. And 1500 divided by 100, it's about 15. So I'm looking at a number somewhere around here. Obviously, none of them. Well, I know A is too far away, D is too far away. So it's either going to be B or C. So let's try to do this. 1040 divided by 75. Okay. And it goes into hang on a second, 143 one time, which is 75. Subtract 8, 13 minus 5 is 8. And 13 minus 7 is, I don't know, 6. Yes. Okay. So let's see if 9 works. Apparently 9 does. 9 times 5 is 45. Goes 4. 9 times 7 is 63. 67. I have 5 left over. Let's add a decimal, which allows me to bring a 0 down. Okay. 17 does not go into 50, so I add a 0 on top. Add another 0. But 17 goes into 500 quite a few times, which would be, I don't know, let's see, 150, 300 is 4, 6 times. Okay, and that's going to give me, let's say, 6 times 5 is 30. Goes 3, 6 times 7 is 42, 45. Okay, if I'm mistaken, this is going to be a 550 over here. And it looked like 19.06. And none of my answer is that, well, 19.06 is 6 over 15. 6 over 100, I'm sorry. And I can simplify that to neither of these. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Let's see. 1's 5, 8, 75, 13 minus 7, 6, 8, 0, 9, 7, 5. 9 times 5 is 45, goes 4, 63, 67. Oh, it's in the fraction format. Okay, Mr. Cho. So, sorry. Instead of doing that, you can do this. Okay, and 70 goes into 1,430 19 times. We're going to use a fraction, okay? And it's going to be over 75. Let's see. 75 times 19. Okay, 19 times 5 is 45. Goes 4. 63, 67. And we have a 75 here. Sorry, 75. That's a 5. That's a 2. And 1,425 with a 5 left over. And that's going to give me 1 over 15. 19 and 1 over 15. Sorry, I didn't see the fraction. So the answer is C. Okay. 2. 134 6th grade students sit together in the auditorium. 134. Okay. And again, over 12. So it's going to be, how many rows do the 6th graders need? Well, 12 times 12 is 144. 12 times 11 is 132, so it's going to be 11 and 1 6. And it's the only one that makes sense, because G and H you can throw away right away. Okay, so 12 goes to 134 11 times. And right there you can just even assume that letter H is the one that you want. 3. She will hold 25 cartons of books. And she wants to deliver 250 cartons, so it's again 250 divided over 25. Okay, I guess they're doing it this way. All right, in 100, so that's 4, 8, 10 times. Okay, 4. Just lower that a little bit. Mr. Gonzalez's class is putting on a play. He reserved the first 6 rows of the auditorium for family members and friends of the 24 students in the class. Each row contains 70 seats. Each student can invite the same number of guests. How many guests can each student invite? What? You insert the first 6 rows of the auditorium. Alright, so there's 17 seats per row, so you got to do, let's see, you're going to do 17 times 6, okay, which is 2, 4, 102. So there's 102 seats available, and there's 24 kids. 102 divided by 24, okay, and this should be times 8, 8. So 102 seats divided by 24 kids. Each kid can bring 8 guests, and that's letter F. Okay. Next one on top. High school sold hamburgers, but they sold 278 hamburgers. Okay, the buns come in packages of 16. How many packages of buns? All right, so 278 divided by 16. Okay, that goes in ones. That's 16. And 118, and this should be about a 7, I'd say. Okay, which is 142. So if it's not 142, 112. You have a 6 left over here. Okay, and that tells you that you need to buy 17 packages. Right, listen. 17 packages, 6 over 16. What does this tell you? Well, you for sure you opened 17 packages, okay, to get this quantity. But you also had to open an extra package, okay. So the answer to this is J. Does that make sense here? All right, let me try that again. 278 over 16. Let me do it this way. Okay, 16 goes into 278 17 times. Okay, and there are apparently 6 left over 16. Okay, in order to have 278 buns, you need to open for sure 17 packages and use them all up, and another one and use a few more. Okay, so the total here is 18 packages. Still don't think I made sense of that one. All right, 7. City ordinance requires that there's a police officer for every 470 students, residents. The population is 410,300. What's the minimum order number of police officers? Well, you're gonna have, if you have 410,300 people, and you need 1 officer for every 470 residents, you're gonna have to simply divide. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let me tell you something right now. Letter A and B are out. Why can I tell you that they're out? Because you can't have 874.63 police officers. And B, you can't have 872.98 police officers. So A and B are out. Okay, so if you do the division here, okay, if it comes to an answer of 873 point something, for example, your answer is automatically going to be D, because you need 874 police officers. Okay, you can't have 873 police officer and a little bit of another police officer. No, you can't have a half of a police officer. So either your answer is 873 exactly, which makes your answer letter C, and if it's not, if it's a decimal number, 873 point something, it's going to be answer letter D. I'm not even going to do this one. Okay. 8. She earns $30 per week on her paper route. So far, she has earned 3,360. So how many weeks has she worked? Well, this is how much money she has right now. And this is how much she earns per week. So how many weeks did it take for her to earn all that? Well, let's see. 1, 30, 3, bring the 6 down. That's again a 1, 30. Bring the 6 down, And that's going to be at 112 weeks. Very easy. Write the expression 7 times 7 in exponential form. 7 times 7 4 times. It will be 8. Okay. 7 to the 7, 8, 7 to the 4th power. Okay. Let's move on to that last one. Come on. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, so. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Right, here we go. 10. What is 8 to the 8 times 8 times 8 in exponential form? So number 10, it's 8 to the 4th. Okay. The base is being multiplied by itself 4 times, so you get an exponent of 4. 11. Find the value of 3 to the 5th. Ugh. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Well, this is 9. Times 3 is 27. Times 3 is 81. And 81 times 3 is 243, making your answer letter D, 243. 12. Simplify. 12 plus 3 times 18 minus 4 squared plus 9. So, order of operations. 12 plus 3, let's do the parentheses first, and inside is 18 minus 4 squared, which is 16, plus 9. 12 plus 3 times inside the parentheses 2, plus 9. Now I can do the multiplication. So you get 12 plus 3 times 2 is 6, plus 9, and now it's just simple addition, which is 12 and 6 is 18, plus 9 should give you 27, letter H. Okay, and I need a new page. Letter H, what's an example of the distributive property? All right, let's see. Not A. Okay, guys, F, letter F says 7 times 34 is the same thing as 7 times 3 and 7 times 4. No way. Even if you didn't know what the distributive property was, you can figure out that that's the left side is not equal to the right side. G, 7 plus 3 parentheses 4 and 7 plus 3 parentheses plus 4, that's the associative property. Okay. Letter J is also the associative property, so that leaves you with letter H, which says 7 times 34 is the same thing as 7 times 30, and then adding that to 7 times 4. Okay, so letter H. 15. Which one is an example of what? Okay, 18 plus 13 parentheses plus 7 equals 18 plus parentheses 13 plus 7. What property is this? Well, it's not the commutative, because that's between two numbers. It's not the distributive. It's not the identity for sure. It just leaves you with B, associative. Okay. 17. Lane sends an email to 7 people, and those 7 people send an email to 7 more people, and so on and so on. Write an expression to show the number of people who will receive the email after the 5th round. All right. Well, these 7 people, it's multiplication. Okay. 5th round, it says, yeah. Okay, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 people send it to 7 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these guys send it to 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. And this person sends it to another 7. And that person sends it to another 7. So after 2 rounds, even after 2 rounds, how much do you have? You have 7, 14, plus another 7 is 21, plus another 7 is 28, plus another 7 is 35, plus another 7 42, plus another 7 49, which is this right here, after 2 rounds. Okay. After 3 rounds, it would be 7 times 7 times 7. After 4, So an expression, you can write that. Okay, and I'm pretty sure they want you to write as an exponent. You can just say 7 to the 5th. All right, and finally, last question. Oh, that's simple today. Stop moving. All right, here we go. 28 divided by 4 times 5 minus 6 plus 4 to the second power. Here is your okay. That is the word for the day. So, order of operations, we're going to leave this till the end. Okay. We're not touching that. We're doing, actually we should have. Let me parentheses first, and inside the parentheses we have 28 divided by 4, which is 7, times 5 minus 6 plus, and I can do the exponents, which is 16. Now I'm left with one multiplication, one subtraction, one addition. I can do multiplication. I have to. 7 times 5, 35, minus 6 plus 16. Alright, now it's a choice between subtraction and addition. I do whichever one comes from left to right. 35 minus 6 is 29, plus 16, and that gives me 45. Alright, so you do that, and it also says, explain the order of operations you would use to simplify the expression, then simplify it well. Explain the order, and it's exactly what we did right here. Okay? Alright, good luck tomorrow if you're watching the video at this hour, but good luck on your ELA. Okay? And that's that.